set. I've got a couple of cushions just for whenever I lay down. So if you just want to get things that can make you as comfortable as you can as you lay on the floor, it should be a nice little stretch. And again, thanks so much for joining us for Pilates for the Hospice. I had to adapt my t-shirt because I asked them to send me the biggest one they had, and they actually did, which was so massive. So didn't quite need that big. But yeah, so let's get started. I'm going to mute everybody, but if you do want to speak to me, you can unmute. But all. Yeah, you got 5 minutes left.
Touch it now.
Okay.
Welcome. Mute all. Again, if you want to unmute yourself, you need to speak to me, do. Perfect. Lovely. So grab a spot, somewhere you have a bit of space. Get yourself comfortable and then stand up nice and tall. All we're going to do to start off with is take a big breath in. You're going to rise up onto the tiptoes and then lift the arms. Nice soft breath out as you slowly lower the heels, lower the arms and release. Okay, so just get yourself working through the breath. Breathe in, float. Breathe out. Good. Gradually as you lower the heels, just feel the body come heavy to the floor, settle into the soles. Nice slow movement. As you rise the arms, try to soften the shoulders, relax the neck. Good, slowly release. Breathe in, float the fingers. Peel up through the arches of the feet, switch on the calves. Breathe out. Good, last two, breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. And then slowly release. Good, we're going to go a little bit more on that one. As you breathe in, you're going to rise right up onto the tiptoes. Lift the arms, lift the arches, soften the shoulders. As you breathe out, I want you to slowly lower the arms, lower the heels, bend the knees and fold in the middle. Look to the floor, sweep the arms, slowly rise, breathe in. And breathe out again, slowly fold in, bend through the middle. Breathe in, lift and sweep. Good, so getting some blood through the joints of the hips, the knees and the ankles. Two more, lift, breathe in. Finding the balance on the tiptoes at the top, breathe out. Last one, lift. And lower. Good, you can relax the heels, relax the arms, roll the shoulders back, and then just find your center point on the feet. So nice heavy toes, nice heavy balls of feet, and then through the arches as well. All you're going to do is take the arms on either side and lift up tall. I want you to interlace the fingers and try to pull the hands high towards the ceiling. Stretch underneath the armpits. And if you're getting out of bed, just take a big stretch up. Good, now you're going to fold at the waist. So I want you to bend to one side, hinge in the middle, stretch out through the lats, and then back to the top. Breathe into the other side. Breathe out. Good, one more each time. Breathe in to stretch and bend. Breathe out to center. Last one. Over and back. Good. You're going to press the palms to the ceiling, reach the fingers high, and then big circle around through those arms. Awesome. Again, big shoulder roll, shake out the arms. And let's go for some roll downs. I'm going to turn to the side just so you can see me from side on. You guys can face it where you want. To start off, feet are hip distance apart, toes point forward. Drop the chin towards your chest first of all. Keep the shoulders heavy down. Feel the length through the back of the neck. Imagine your fingertips are made of lead and they start to slowly roll forward. Try to find the space across the vertebrae, lengthen through the back. Let your knees soften, let your arms come heavy. And just coming down as low as you feel you comfortably can. No pressure on the first one, it's always a little bit less than normal. At the bottom, take a breath in, feel the weight heavy through the toes. And as you breathe out, I want you to scoop into the center, lift through the belly, tuck the tail under, and restack the spine. Coming up one vertebra at a time to the top. Let the head lift And then the shoulders roll back and down. Good, we go again, chin to chest. Breathe in. As you breathe out, let those fingers draw you down. Let the spine lengthen from top to bottom. Knees are soft, arms are heavy. Nice even weight across your feet. Feel the length coming into the hamstrings, into the spine. I'm going to be a little bit further on this one if you can. At the bottom, breathe in. Breathe out. And start to lift as if I'm pulling you up across the ribs. My hands are wrapped around your middle. Draw to the top, coming tall with the body. And lift the head, roll the shoulders. And guys, last one. This one, we drop the chin to the chest. Look towards your toes if you can see them. And then slowly melt the shoulders forward. Let the ribs soften, let the spine lengthen. And just come down nice and heavy through the back. Nice even weight across the feet. This one, just coming down as far as you comfortably can. I want you to hang heavy here. Look towards your knees rather than the floor. And then take the weight slightly forward towards your toes. You're going to rock from side to side. Just take the upper body from right to left, stretching across the body and feeling the weight come evenly across each foot. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let yourself center in the middle and then take your fingertips to the floor. Let your knees bend as much as you need to, and you're going to come down onto your hands and knees, nice and gracefully. Once you're on your hands and knees, you want the hands underneath your shoulders, you want knees in underneath your hips. You can use your camera to see this hopefully, and then just take a little rock from side to side. You want to try to get even weight across each finger, across each limb. The hands, the knees are nice and heavy. Now I want you to think about the back. Your back's flat, as if I've made you a cup of tea and just set it across your shoulder blades. And once you're happy in this position, we're going to then take the cup of tea off our back for some cat-cows. So as you breathe in, you're going to arch the back. I want you to scoot from the belly. Draw the chin in towards the chest, look towards your thighs, and then try to arch the back through the whole spine, rather than just your upper back. Think about lifting through the middle, the lower, plugging the shoulders down, and then breathe out as you reverse. Dip in the center. Let the head lift, let the shoulders plug down. And just feel that space coming across through the body. So this should feel good for you. So work in a way that feels best for your body. You arch, you scoop, and the length through the back. And then breathe out to dip in the middle, roll through the joints. Let the heart pull forward, the tail press high. And then arch, breathe in, scoop the tummy up. Zip a little bone thread off underneath. Last couple, dip in the middle. Arch it up. Maybe the range increases with each one. Don't worry if it doesn't. Arch it high. And then guys, you're going to come back into neutral for me. So nice even weight across all 4 points. And then I want to see a nice flat back. So somewhere in between your arch and your dip. We're going to take the right arm out. So if you walk your right arm out as long as you can, as far away from your body as you can get. You're going to try to keep the back nice and flat here. And as you breathe in, I want you to bend the left elbow, let the chest lower down towards the floor. You want to find a lovely deep stretch through that shoulder. Use the left arm for support and keep reaching the right fingertips away from you. Try to press the tail back behind you. Let your chest lower, your armpit lower. Feel that stretch through the serratus, the lats, the tricep. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sink a little bit deeper on the breath out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Walk a little further. And then carefully draw it all back. Press into the left fingers. Walk the right hand in. And draw it back together. Good. We're going to do both sides just so I don't forget. So taking the left one out, walk it away. And then slowly lower through the right arm as you drop the chest down towards the floor. Quite challenging on the overhead reach. If you have any shoulder issues, just watch the range on this one. Letting your body come down as comfortably as you can, taking the weight through both hands, supported through the right. Keep reaching those left fingertips away and lengthen from fingers to hip on the left side. Breath in, sink low. Breath out. Let your body relax deeper into it. Couple more breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then you can carefully walk it all back together. Okay, guys, so coming back, hands are underneath your shoulders, even weight across both. I'm going to get you to take your right leg out to the side. So for this one, I'm just going to turn again the other way so you can see me. Right leg's going to come out to the side of your mat. Good. Just let it rest onto the floor, and you can keep an even weight across the rest of those points of contact. Take a breath in and then press the weight back onto the left heel. Once your weight's back, you're going to try to reach the fingertips forward, stretch the arms as you open up through the adductor. You're going to take the weight forward. I want you to pull forward over your fingertips and then press back. So breathe in to push back. Breathe out to roll forward. Good. You want to take the weight across the hands. Feel the shoulders pull slightly as you come forward. And then feel those hips open as you push back. Try to plug everything down and press the fingers away from you. Draw forward, breathe out. All the creaks coming at me this morning. And then draw back, breathe in. Last two here. Forward. Breath in, back. Lovely stretch down through that right side. Last one, forward of the fingers. Back to the heel. And then draw back onto the hands. Good, guys, from here, just walk the hands in, and you're gonna come up into a high position, so upright with the body. Good. That right leg still out nice and long, nice big stretch through. You're going to take your left hand down to the floor. From here, I want you to reach the right arm up and over. So you're trying to reach as far as you can over the body. Lengthen through that right side. Good. Now we're using the waist here. So the obliques, the core muscles are going to pick us up. Lift up through the body, breathe out. Reach the right hand towards the foot and the left arm up and over. Good. Nice and slow, control it down. Hand to the floor, hand to the ceiling, reach. Lovely lift through that left side. And then back to the top, use the waist, reach over. Rock stars, guys, nice and tall. Lengthen down. Breathe out, lift. Feel all those lovely muscles through the sides. Picking you up. 2 more to do. Reach. Good, let me see those fingers reach away. Tall to the top, stretch. The last one, you're gonna hold down for this last one. Left hand to the floor, right hand reaching over. Now we're gonna pick up with that right foot. Lift, and you're gonna tap to the floor. Lift and tap. Try to settle into the shoulders here. Plug them down, keep the neck long. Lift into the waist. Good. We are lifted up through that right leg. So challenging the inner thighs to lift while we keep the rest of the body steady as you can for 3. Can I see pointy toes? Last 2. Good. Last one. You're going to hold here for me. Good. Now as you hold here, you're going to pull the knee towards your elbow, draw in, and then reach and lengthen away. Real slow. Draw in. Reach and lengthen away. Try to defy gravity as you push away. Good. Lovely lift through the center. Last 3. Last 2. Good team. Last one. Reach. And then slowly bringing the foot back to the floor. And then carefully upright the body and finish with that overstretch through the left side. Good. Awesome work, team. Come on back in the center. Bring the hands back down to the floor. And then pull that right leg in towards you. Good. From here, we take the weight back onto the heels. Awesome. And then just take some pressure out of your wrists. Give me a little rock side to side. Shake them off. Perfect. Lovely work, team. So from this position, if you have knees that are in any way kind of dodgy, or if you're on a really hard floor like me, you might want either that little towel or a cushion underneath your knees, just for a little bit of support, a little bit of padding. You're gonna start off with the arms reaching out. I want you to set the shoulders down and then lift the chin. Good. So as you breathe out, you're gonna lift the hips, squeeze the glutes and lower the arms. Good. Inhale as you lower the hips and lift the arms. Perfect. So try to keep the shoulders down, keep the fingers reaching as if your palms are pressing you up. Good. So breathe out, lift the hips, squeeze the glutes. I've set a little bunch of 100-pound notes underneath you, and I want you to pick them up with your butt cheeks. Breathe in. Breathe out to lift. Good. Last 3 here. A little bit of heat coming into the quads, the knees. Last 2. Lift. Good, guys. Now your last one, you're gonna hold up nice and high for me. I want you to stay high. You're gonna then reach your arms back out in front. So glutes are squeezed. You're gonna hold that little 100-pound note in between your butt cheeks, and we're gonna go with the arms. I want you to take your right arm. I want you to open up the chest and then look behind you. Try to follow the fingers around, but keep lifting and reaching through that left arm. Feel the chest. Try to pull the 2 hips level and then draw back into center. Good, you go with the right, you open, you twist, rotate, 2 hips are even. Keep reaching through the opposite side, and then back through center. Good, we go again. Right, open through the chest, engage into the sides of the back, to center, and open, reach. Good. Coming back to center. So guys, if that feels good for you, I want you to do a little bit more. As you reach with the arms, you're going to lean the body back slightly, hinge from the hips. So you inhale, rotate, open, lean and reach. Exhale, pull back to center and come tall again. So keeping the body as straight as you can. Inhale, reach, lean. Exhale, squeeze back to center. So if that leans too much, just leave it out. If you can, switch on the core as you twist back to center. Last couple, reach. Exhale. Good, 1 more each side. Reach. And center. Last time. Reach. Center. And then slowly lower the body down. Good. From here, we're going to take a little stretch out. So if you take your right hand in behind you, lift the left arm, you pull the hips high as you stretch up and over. Slowly drop the hips, switch the hands on the other side. Reach, lift. Breathe out. The range is yours on this one. I can't get very high. 1 more each. Reach. And switch. Last one. Reach and center. Awesome team. Coming back onto all 4s for me. So nice even weight across the hands and knees. Just find your center again. Take a little rock side to side. Take the weight evenly through each hand. This time we are coming out with the left leg. So left leg's going to come out wide to the side. Find as much space as you can. And try to keep the weight even across the other 3 points of contact. Let's start off with the stretch back. So you press the hips back to the heel, reach the fingertips, be walking forward, and then draw forward. You want to pull the shoulders forward of your fingers here. Find the stretch through the forearms and work into the biceps, and then press back. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. So as we move here, you want to feel the space coming into the hips. Get a little bit of movement through that right hip flexor. You get loads of space through the adductor on the left. Loads of warmth into the arms. Nice long back. Lovely breath through. Try to keep walking that foot out a little bit further. See if you can sink a little bit deeper into the hip stretch. 2 more. Breathe out. Breathe in. Last one. Slowly back. And then coming forward. Again, finding that weight even across both. Just make sure your right knee is still underneath your hip. And then we're bringing ourselves up into that upright position. Okay, so nice long left leg. Take your right hand to the floor and then reach the left up and over. Good, you might find you have one side that's stiffer than the other, that is totally fine. Reach up tall, try to lengthen out the waist, but keep lifted from the underneath. Good, now use the waist, use the core as you pick up from the floor, reach to the foot and then reach to the ceiling. Good, breathe in, sink low, reach, breathe out for the pickup. Reach. Awesome, guys. Take as much time as you want on this one. Enjoy. It's mostly stretch. There's a little bit of hard work in there. Good. Lift, core on, reach. Lovely. And lower. Awesome. Last couple. Reach. And release. Last time to the top. Reach the left hand to the left foot. Reach the right arm over. Good, and then finding the floor on the right. Lift it up. Good. So you're stretched out through the arms. Try to stay nice and steady across the shoulders. Plug them down. And then finding the weight across the left side as you lift the right foot. And then lower. Good. Breathe out to lift. Breathe in to lower. Breathe out to lift. Breathe in to lower. Just be careful here on the arms. Make sure you're not pushing the weight into the neck. Try to keep the shoulder sockets strong. Keep all those little muscles working through the bicep. Nice and easy. Up and down. Lovely. Last three. Reach. Last two. And the last one, you're gonna hold for me. So really tough on that underside, stay steady. You're gonna pull the elbow to the knee, try to crunch it in, and then lengthen it away. Slow on that lengthen. Draw in, draw out. Hips are getting tired. Last couple, reach. And reach, last three. Last two, good. Can we stay higher with that leg? Last one, out. Lower the foot, reach it back to the top, and then take the stretch over, lengthen out through that right side, find the waist, breathe in, breathe out, and then drop back down onto your all fours. Awesome, guys. Once you're in all fours, just hold it here. We're going to do a little bit of spine movement. What I want you to imagine is you're in a little barrel. I want you to imagine that the sides are quite tight towards you, and I want you to try to touch all of the edges. So you're going to take your weight over to the right side. Let your hips fall over, try to find the edge. And then I want you to slowly let yourself sink down, round, and then up and over on the other side. Arch in the back to find the ceiling, and then press it out. Sink it low, coming up and over on the opposite side. Try to take up as much space in that barrel as you can. Make yourself comfortable here, so make more space in between your legs if you need to. Lower, left. Try to go the whole way around your circle. Couple more reps in this direction. Find the sides, find the top, find the bottom. Change in direction whenever you're ready. Take it over to the left, down, round, up and over. A big cat, stretch up through that back at the top. Limited space in my belly at the minute. Last couple. Breathe through. Last time round. And then back into center. Awesome, guys. What I want you to do is just bring yourself to sit. So whatever way, not whatever way, whatever direction you want to face, just set yourself up with your feet flat onto your mat or to your ground. Your feet are bent, or sorry, your knees are bent, your feet are flat on the floor, and your hands are going to hold onto your knees. So for me, my legs need to be quite wide so I can sit up tall and still have my belly here. Your legs might be a little bit tighter together, but that's perfect. Whenever you're here, I want you to lift the chest, plug the shoulders down the back, up as tall as you can. As you breathe in, I want you to scoop the belly, round the back and curl through the middle. Keep a hold of your knees, use them to stretch out the back and the spine. And then slowly lift the chest, scoop the belly and rise high to the top. Engage into the sides of the back. Breathe in, you tuck, you roll, use the arms for support. Breathe out, rise to the top and pull the heart in the middle. Good, so the range is yours here. You might find you want to go a little bit further. If you can, let the pelvis rock back, the tail go forward, and then draw tall to the top. So finding that movement through the spine, keeping the feet nice and heavy on the floor. If you are up for a little bit more core work on this morning, you can take the arms off the legs and reach them forward. It's exactly the same movement. You tuck, you roll, you scoop the tummy, a little bit more core required to get you back to the top. If you're like me, you're going to keep your hands on your legs and just use the arms for guidance here. If you do want the core, you can set them free. Lift the chest, reach, hearts forward, chests up. Last 3 reps. Breathe in, rock the body. Breathe out. Rise it up in the middle. Last 2. Last 1. Tuck, roll it back. And then rise it tall to the top. Awesome, guys. So for the next part, you're going to lie onto your back. You need that little towel, so just make sure it's handy. You can come the whole way down to the floor. Get yourself comfortable. I'm also going to grab my cushion. So if you need a cushion, grab it too. Once you're there, get yourself as comfortable as you can. Now the nice part. So your upper body's nice and heavy, shoulders are heavy. You start off with 2 feet flat on the floor and the knees bent. With my towel, I'm going to take it corner to corner on the opposite side, so I have loads of space. If you have a Thera band, just use your band and hook the hands in. We're going to go right foot hooked up in your towel, and then you're holding on to either side of the towel with your arms. Good. So once you are there, just let your arms hang heavy. They are just dragging in. I want you to pull your toes towards you and push your heels to the ceiling. And then gently draw the leg towards your body. Lift it through the quads so it stays nice and straight, but we're not locked out at that knee. From here, you're going to point your toes to the ceiling, lengthen through the front of the foot. And then flex the foot, push the heel. So nice big breaths. Try to flush the body. Reach the toe, lengthen through the front. And then pull the toe, push the heel, lengthen through the calf muscle, the Achilles tendon. Don't pull too hard, just work through your joints, through your range. Using the weight of those arms just to weigh down. Try not to hold any tension through the shoulders, relax them away. Good, last time, flex, point, and then draw back into that flex for me. You're going to take both hands around your, or not both hands, you're going to take both sides of your towel into the right hand, and then I want you to let your left leg fall open to the side. Very ladylike, I know. You're going to then take your right leg and let it just fall out to the right side. So each leg's fallen out to its own side. Use the arm to gently pull. You rest the elbow on the floor for a little bit of guidance, and then keep pulling those toes back towards your nose. You've got your left leg as a counterbalance for the right, and we're stretching into the adductors, those inner thighs. So just take your time here. Let yourself open through the hips as much as you comfortably can. And remember, you're not locking out your knee, you're trying to stay active through the quads. So pull up through the top of your right thigh. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good, couple more breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then carefully, slowly drop back in together. Bring both legs back to the middle. You're gonna lengthen your left leg out long. So left leg's gonna go long on your mat. And then take your band into your left hand. Right hand can rest onto the floor. You can come onto that right hip for some tactile feedback. And we're gonna go real slow on this one. So this is a stretch for your IT. Big band that runs right down the outside of the thigh. I want you to slowly draw the leg over towards the left side. So your right leg's pulling over towards the left side. I want you to try to keep the right hip heavy on the floor. So plug the hip down, and you should feel this stretch from here to the outside of your foot. I want you to make sure your knee isn't bent. You're pressing through the heel. You're almost rotating the inside of the foot towards the floor. I don't get very much range on this one. If you've got loads of range, you're probably not getting the stretch. So if you need to, you can come out of it, and then I use a little rock movement just to let that leg sink in that little bit deeper. Good, so this is one of those ones you're kind of going, is it nice, is it not nice? Try to stick with it a little second, breathe in, breathe out. One more. And then carefully pull it back into center. Lovely work. So bend that left leg, unhook the right foot, bring the right foot back to the floor, and let's do the left side. So left foot gets hooked into that band or towel, and right foot's flat on the floor. Good, again, both hands around your band or in your towel. And just let the arms weigh heavy down. Coming into a little point and flex. So toes pull towards you, and the flex, the heel pushes up. And then point the toes to the ceiling, lengthen through the front of the foot. Good, breathe in. Breathe out. Maybe the ankles creak, maybe they don't. Try to really lengthen up. Feel the muscles through the thighs switch on as you stretch into the hamstring. Not putting too much pressure on the leg, just using your own weight. Last couple. Flex. Point. Good, last time. Flex. And point. Then you're gonna come to rest in your flex. So toes pull towards you, the heel pushes to the ceiling. I want you to let your right leg open out wide to the side. It's gonna be your counterbalance. And then your band or towels coming into your left hand. You're gonna slowly open that left leg out to the side. I find if I can get my elbow on the floor, it helps here. And just gently draw that leg out and round towards your left ear. You might feel like you're gonna rock over onto that left side. Try to keep the weight heavy into the right knee. Find the stretch through the inner thighs. Open up through the hips. Breathe in. Breathe out. You're gonna keep pushing the heel away. Draw the toes back towards you. Enjoy this one. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then carefully back into the middle. Pulling the leg back to center on both sides. The right leg's gonna go long. Band comes into your right hand. Again, hand can come to the hip for a little bit of feedback on this one. Just making sure the leg and the hip stay heavy, or if you need to, you can bring it onto the floor for some balance. Just gently wibble wobble the left leg over towards the right side. Technical term, wibble wobble. So it's a little rocking movement, coming out of it if you need to. And again, you want to find that stretch from the outside of the hip to the outside of the foot. Try to rotate the foot slightly towards you. And then lovely big stretch. It's one of those horrible ones, pain for pleasure and all that. Shouldn't be too painful. Slight discomfort. Try to breathe into this one. Pull the hip back to the floor as you lengthen from the heel. Breathe in. Breathe out. Awesome, guys. One more big breath in and out. And then carefully draw back into the middle. Awesome, Mark. You can unhook that foot for me. Just set your band or your towel off to the side and bend both knees in towards you. You're going to take your hands in behind your thighs, graceful sit up, rocking yourself up, and then come into sit in whatever way is comfortable. So whatever way is comfy for you, you can have your pillow in behind you for a bit of support, or you can sit on your pillow. Last little bit to stretch out that spine. Let your arms come down heavy. Take a breath in and reach the arms to the ceiling. Interlace the fingers, reach high. As you breathe out, I want you to scoop the belly back. Imagine I'm pulling the ribs back behind you, around the spine. I want you to press your palms away from you. Like dive the body forward between the legs, lift the chest, open the heart, and coming up tall. Good, take a little Mexican wave for the spine. Roll the arms, circle. You got 2 more, you lift. Breathe in. Breathe out, scoop the belly, arch the back. Breathe in, press the palms, dive forward. Lift the chest. And circle. Last one, breathe in, reach. Breathe out, scoop. Dive it forward, press the palms, lift the chest. Circle those arms. Awesome, guys. Finish it off with a big roll out of those shoulders. Well done, you are stretched out for Sunday. Thank you so much for joining me. Please feel free to turn on your microphones if you want to chat.
Well done, great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Haley.
Thanks, Haley.
Thanks, Haley.
Thanks, Haley.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Haley. Good luck.
Thanks, Haley.
Thanks, Haley.
Well done.
Good luck,
Thanks,
Haley.
Bye.
Thank you.
Well done, guys. Nice to see you, Pam.
Thank you. It was great.
See you soon.
See you later. Bye.
Well done. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.